All right, so we are going to be playing the lore video, but before we do that, we're going to talk a little bit about what's happening tonight. So first off, Bulls and Apes community, welcome to the live stream. I've got Gary and I've got Chris C here. We're going to go through all this stuff, but before all that, let's just say hi. What's up, Gary? What's up, Chris? How you guys doing?
How we doing?
Doing awesome, man. I'm
Ready.
excited.
Yeah.
Can what do you guys tell me? What are we about to experience? Like, what are we going to be showing on the trivia contest itself? What's in store? Maybe talk about what some of the prizes are going to be as well.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch the lore video. We'll share it with everybody, get some comments going, hear what everybody's thinking about it. I'm sure most of us have seen it already, but it's kind of exciting to experience it all together. And then we're going to jump into trivia on Discord. We've got, I think, about 20, 25 questions, and we'll be giving away some great prizes, as we always do. Meth to a random participant. So
Nice.
just take part in the quiz, and you got a chance to win, even if you don't finish in the top three. But the top three will get prizes, 100 meth to third place, 200 to second place, and a very cool teen bowl for the winner.
Yes, and if you
Awesome.
haven't seen the Teen Bowl, there is a picture of it in Discord. Chris, you posted it just a few minutes ago. He's got headphones on. He's so sick. I love him. And it's funny, you said, hopefully everybody's watched the lore video. I've watched it over a dozen times, so I can't get enough of it. It's so cool. I'm excited, you guys. It's funny. I'm getting chills right now. I'm excited to watch it, and I've already watched it over a dozen times. So this is going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch it with an audience. It's almost like watching it in a movie theater with your friends, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I remember the first time you said that you saw it and you're like, I got the chills. And then I watched it all the way and I finally got to the very end. It was the first time that we knew chapter 4 was in there as well. Yep. And I got all the way to the end and I was like, oh my God, I got chills too. That was crazy.
It's so cool. It's so
yeah,
cool.
It's a good time.
I'm excited to see if anybody in the room hasn't watched it yet. I mean, hopefully everybody has, but if somebody hasn't watched it, a postmaster just said that he's watched it 6 times. So there you go, brother. At least another 6 to catch up to me.
Well, we got a lot of people watching here in the chat. So Scott here says he's never not seen Tank excited. So
I agree with you, Scott.
I get easily excited about everything. I mean, I can't help myself. I love this project. So,
Yep. This is super cool.
It's super
all right.
cool.
Oh, and we also, for those of you that might be watching from South America or just any of our Spanish-speaking audience, we do have the same exact thing. We're not going to play it right now, but we do have the exact same video in Spanish. So it's dubbed over, and it's pretty cool. So, I don't know.
If you're in our YouTube channel, you can search in the videos. It's right next to the English version. So we won't be able to live stream it, obviously, but you can watch it alongside.
Cool. Very cool. All right. Well, how about this? Are we ready to fire up the chat and before, not the chat, but the video. And before we do, how we're going to do this is we're going to play one chapter at a time. Then we're going to stop and we're going to discuss the chapter and get your guys' feedback on it. But before we do that, before we hop into the lore video, Chris, what location are you watching from? What state? What city? Where are you at right now in the world?
I'm in Connecticut. I am sitting on my porch in Connecticut.
Got it.
The humidity came down a bit, so it's okay to be outside.
Good. We have no humidity, but it's me and Tank both are experiencing crazy weather. How's the weather by you, and where are you watching from, Tank?
So I'm in near San Diego County, just north of San Diego County. So a little town called Temecula, wine country, and the weather actually it's nice now. It's 6 o'clock, so the sun's come down a little bit and it's cool. But man, it was hot today. So great weather, California weather. We're paying that sunshine tax out here, so that's what we get.
There
right?
you go.
Yep.
All right. Well, then the question for the audience in the comments, in the live chat, comment where you're watching from in the world, your country, your city, whatever you want to tell us. I'm just curious as we start playing this thing for you guys to be just commenting. Let us know where in the world you're at. And pay attention in the lore video because we're going to be doing the trivia contest on this coming up. So with that, Chris, are you ready to fire it up? Let's go ahead and share your screen. And if you're ready, I will throw this thing on there, and we're about to experience the lore video for the manyth time because I'm sure we've all watched it a lot. So
you have my screen up. You see it good?
I got your screen now, and you are good to press play, and we will listen in and enjoy the video.
Genesis. Humanity and technology grew for thousands of years, expanding into entirely new fields of possibility and potential. Humans upgraded themselves, merging with machines and possessing powers that we today would consider godly. Over eons of evolution, they eventually reached the end of their evolutionary cycle, able to harness and control energy and matter at will, achieving great harmony with the universe. They traveled and observed civilizations on distant planets as they grew in their own ways, watching as the cycles of life shifted and adapted, always distant observers from afar. But there was one among them with ambitious and visionary intent. He loved to shapeshift and mingle with life forms, blending into their worlds and living amongst them. He became a historical figure in many of the planet's timelines, offering knowledge and technology that accelerated their evolutions. Yet, he yearned for more. He wanted to start from scratch, to build his own species and guide them from the very start. In all his time living among countless species, there was one creature that he came to love the most, the bull. The bulls were proud and strong creatures. They had large hearts with a natural affinity to protect their kin. He fell in love with their shape, with the strength of their horns, and the dual nature of their soft grazing that could shift in a single moment to great and awesome power. They were perfect to start this new world. On a new planet, he channeled all his energy into an explosion of creation that instantly formed an impenetrable mountain that reached beyond the clouds, with 9,999 unique bulls at its base who would form his ideal society. He let his creativity pour out, and his will began to splice and merge with the bulls' genetics, altering them and making them grow into bipedal walkers, changing the hue of their furs into bright and beautifully flamboyant shades. He crystallized their horns, made some solid gold, and others rough like the rock of magma. He made some unbreakable glass that, when reflected in the light of day, contained thousands of refracting rainbows. There were combinations and genetic splices of textures, materials, and colors that never would have existed in natural evolution. While they were each a deep part of him, down to their very DNA, they were all free to develop into their true selves and live freely. He used the last remnants of his power to shapeshift from being the creator to becoming one of them, so that he could live anonymously amongst them and watch his children as they evolved into his ultimate vision. Chapter 2.
All right, we're back. So
Yes, I love it already.
yeah, it's funny. Just like I was thinking about it right now as I was watching it. I was like, how many people have seen this but haven't watched it since they got their bulls? Because now when you actually watch the story, and especially in chapter 2 where we start seeing more about the actual bulls themselves, now we get to see like maybe some of those traits are things that people have on their bulls, and they haven't even watched this maybe ever, let alone watched it since they got their bulls, since we minted. So it's pretty cool.
It's so cool. You know, it was funny. We were in, I think we were in the happy hour tonight. We were talking about the creator, and I think somebody realized that the creator, this is future. This is a human that has evolved into pure energy and has this power. So it's cool because this whole creation is starting from a human being. I think that's awesome as the start of what's going to become, you know, the bulls and apes. So super cool.
Yeah, I mean, I've watched this video a handful of times too, and you know, going through it, you know, kind of preparing for tonight, I realized there was like 5 things that I never noticed before, just in chapter 1. You know, like when we first see him looking at the bulls, and it says like subject 1 in the top corner of the screen. I never noticed that was there before, and the other planets, they're just building a big statue of the creator. I mean, that one's kind of obvious, but for some reason it just didn't connect with me before that's what was going on.
Yeah. That's fun. That's actually a fun point to say. Other planets are building a statue of the creator. So that means that he's been traveling the universe, visiting other planets.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I was just, I mean, aside from the actual storyline and the artwork and all that stuff, I just remember Manny being as busy as he was with everything else, being like, "Oh yeah, I just edited this whole video and made this." I was like, "What?" Like, damn, Manny,
Where'd that come from?
Skills, sir. So, all right. Well,
All right. I'm ready.
You guys
Let's
ready
go.
for
Yes.
step 2? Let's get it.
Chapter 2. Let's
All
go.
right. Here we go.
Guilds and teens. As the thick mist and electrical charges from the creator's blast subsided, a giant mountain began to reveal itself, towering above the bulls and passing through the clouds. Each bull was born with one of 4 birthmarks on the bottom of their feet, and whilst they all acted and looked the same, there was a slight deviation within the string of their genetics. Of the nearly 10,000 bulls that had been born, they instinctively separated into 4 equal-numbered guilds based on the marks they found beneath their feet. It was all part of the grand plan the Creator had for their civilization. The 4 guilds exited the base of the mountain at different entrances, each marking the cardinal directions of north, south, east, and west, and over time, each guild grew bright and blossoming cities. These cities were magnificent works of art. Giant buildings rose high into the sky in bright colors of oranges, greens, gold, and blues. The bulls took on expressive and unique personalities, free to do as they pleased, each bull ingrained with the impulse to follow their passions. It was common to see groups of musicians performing on street corners, singing and playing their hearts out. There were sports arenas integrated openly into the city. Every bull was allowed to do as they pleased, and a thriving and booming economy grew out of it. With no restraints on their free will, the bulls were able to thrive in a way that humanity never was. They didn't have to work behind a desk doing mindless jobs. The world was the bulls to play with, however they felt called. Over time, as scientists and philosophers grew amongst them, they yearned to know the answer to how they could reproduce. The leading minds of the 4 cities came together, and they soon discovered a beautiful secret hidden in their genes. They discovered within their DNA a method of genetically engineering a new bull. By merging the DNA of 2 bulls from the same guild within a highly advanced incubator, they were able to do the impossible. As the incubated bull burst to life, it took on a completely unexpected form. An entirely new species of bull was born. They were taller, more energetic, and unpredictable to say the least. The incubator had accelerated their growth. They were teens. As more and more teen bulls were born, it became obvious that they were the hallmark for change and evolution within their world. And it was these teen bulls that wanted to expand their cities and come together. They offered new, drastic ideas and sought to grow to new heights. And it was among one of them, a fearless and adventurous teen, who uncovered a secret atop the mountain of creation.
We back.
Yes, we are.
So nobody's minted red yet, right? We're still waiting to see red pop up.
No, nobody's minted red. You know, we got well, we haven't talked about the next character, but we will. But yeah, nobody has minted red. I'm waiting for him because he's going to be that one of one. You know, he's one of 2 one of ones in our team collection. So it's going to be exciting to see who gets him.
Yeah,
we had seen Subject 1, right? Like we was sold. What did he go for again?
10 ETH. Yeah,
10
Subject
ETH.
1 sold for 10 ETH, which was pretty amazing. And you know, we talked about in the community, the company actually picked up Subject 1 because we understood and realized the importance of him. But it's going to be exciting to see where Red's going to be. I don't know. I mean, I think last time I counted, we're 1,100, 1,200 teens minted in the collection. So we're only 10% of the way through. So it may be a while before we see red.
It might be a while before a whale mints red, or hopefully anybody could mint red. It's not just a whales game, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, it's actually.
Did you guys notice the Bull Tavern in the city?
Yes, that'd be cool, huh?
I noticed the shadow that was like the bull. It was like the shadow of a bull looking at other bulls doing their thing, and I was picking that up and being like, damn, I didn't see that the last time I watched all this through. And then also the last time I watched this video, we hadn't even minted the teens yet. So just even watching that go through right now and being like, all right, like we saw all of this stuff, but then we've actually done it now. We've actually minted teens, but not red. So that's still coming up. So
and we're gonna see what the teens are gonna do. You know, you've got these bulls of 4 cities, so it's gonna be cool to see how this evolves here with red and subject 1.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, we're not just watching this so that we can have like popcorn and friends watching a movie. This is just right before the trivia contest, so make sure you're taking notes, pay close attention, and we're about to get into chapter 3. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Chapter 3. Gods are born. One of the teen bulls, known as Red, was bound for adventure and summited the great mountain of creation for the first time in bull history. Beyond the clouds, Red located a hidden entrance where he found a large, flat, glowing stone at its center, inscribed with mysterious runes. The teen worked tirelessly to decode it, and eventually the secrets inscribed there became clear to him. The runes depicted the next stage of their evolution, an evolution towards the very powers of the Creator himself. But in order for this evolution to take place, a great sacrifice had to be made. The teen bull had to willingly give up his physical form with the promise of eternal life and the key to the next stage in their evolution. Red was brave and proud and sacrificed his physical form with no hesitation. A bright beacon shot into the sky as soon as it was done, and it could be seen from each of the 4 cities. The teen bulls from each guild were the first to respond to the call, as if a tribal drumbeat in the very fabric of their bones. They rushed to the top of the mountain via a stairway that had not previously existed, to find a floating orb hovering above the runestone. The energy orb was the ethereal remains of Red, who had given up his physical form, and he transmitted the knowledge to the rest of the teens. They knew what to do now. A teen bull from each of the 4 guilds gathered and simultaneously placed their hands upon the merger orb. In an instant, they were twisted into a vortex of swirling energy that created a burst of dazzling light. Their forms merged, and when at last the light dimmed, a godly presence stood before the rest of the bulls at the top of the mountain peak. The first of the god bulls was born, alive and glowing with elemental energy. They possessed a power greater than any of the bulls had ever seen. The god bull could harness the element it was born into, and as more gods were born, they took on different powers, based on the cosmic balance they were born to uphold.
All right. This is so crazy. It's just I was watching the merger orb and I was like, man, like people are making merger orbs and selling them for a bunch of money right now. Like, this is crazy. It was just a cute little cartoon video, and now it's like this is like affecting people's lives. It's so dope. I love seeing it. Oh, Tank, you are muted, my man. I bet you said something so important right now.
I did. I
never
said something important. What I was saying was, the orbs and the teens, and you made a comment about selling them. It's the ultimate utility. I mean, for a project to have this kind of utility in 6 weeks, it's crazy. People are literally minting these things for free. Gas fees, that's it. And then taking them and placing them on OpenSea on the secondary market and selling them for profit, whether it's for ETH, and bringing that back into our project to sweep the floor or whatever the process. That's insane in 6 weeks. I think it's awesome. But I will tell you, the one thing, I was watching the video and I see the teens climbing the stairs, and all I could think about was the teens in my wallet and the fact that I'm going to have to decide which ones I'm going to burn, which ones I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm like, no, don't climb the stairs, right? It's like, gosh, dang it. That's the hardest part about this project, is getting these amazing teens and having to say, you know what, buddy, you're gone forever. It's crazy. I don't get it, but it's fun.
Yeah. I watched this video and I'm like reminded, I'm not sure if you guys were on a very early team call where Manny was explaining to us the whole process of the tokenomics. And it was like the first time we had ever gone through it. And it was OG bulls of the same guild to get an incubator, to get the teens to, and I think everybody on the call was just like, what? Like, say that again. But now you watch this video and it's clean and clear and makes sense, and it all fits together so nicely. It's very cool to see it all, go from day one to where we are now.
Yeah, it's crazy. And what's crazier is that you think about it, 25% of our teen collection, 30% is going to be burned out of existence. Some of these amazing traits and some of these amazing teens are just no longer going to be there because they have to sacrifice themselves for the better good, or should I say the better God.
And
right?
And Gary, you're definitely gonna burn a teen bull that winds up having been very valuable.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Once all the rarity comes out, I'm gonna be thinking, oh my God, what did I do? But what are we going to do? We're getting the gods, which the gods are even better. 20 methane tokens per day. I mean, it's the gods and they're more rare. So, we got to give it up for the better.
I think it was worth it. On the last video that we did, the last live stream, we didn't know what you were going to get. So selecting the individual teens, like going through that kind of painful process, ended up in us seeing the first of the mech gods, and I was like, oh my God, that was the reveal was so epic. That was 100% worth the wait. So it's pretty cool.
Jordash Johnson just posted, no loyalty to teens, they are meals for the gods.
Where's that? I scrolled too far away. Johnson, that's funny.
That is freaking hilarious. No loyalty to the teens, they're the meal for the gods. There you go, buddy.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
No, it was cool though, and to the point about Manny talking about this early on, you're right. I mean, at one point it was having calls or being in a Twitter space and just talking about something that you could go read a bunch of paragraphs on a website and then see a sketch, and then next step would be another paragraph and another sketch, and when that's all that there was, it was kind of just like, damn, that's like. They got there's actually some story to this, but like you have to like really kind of like throw yourself into it to believe it. There was no minting yet. There was nothing. There was that half the team was there. Yeah. But to be on the other side of it now, it's like, that's how we got here, all those little steps. So, anybody ready to get some chills? Cause, I think now's the time. We're about to get to it. So here we go, boys.
Let's go.
With the birth of the God Bull, a primal surge sparked a new wave of celebration and unity for most within the 4 guild cities. Subject 1, now known by everybody simply as S1, and the first teen to ever be born, felt this primal energy in a different way. Something unknown called out to him to explore beyond the boundaries of the city. He had this new and obsessive craving to uncover more about his origin. This unknown calling gnawed at him until he eventually disobeyed the laws of the bulls and left his guild and brothers behind to search the vastly unexplored land that surrounded the mountain of creation. He couldn't explain why he needed so badly to leave, but it excited him to traverse new and entirely unexplored terrain. At first, it was easy, but the further he got away from the 4 cities, the harsher the terrain got. It was after weeks of travel and ascending a range of sharp, snowy mountain peaks that he found himself spotting a shimmer amidst the snow. His eyes widened as he beheld an alien vessel half buried in the snow. As he stepped towards it, the vessel seemed to respond to his presence, and from the seamless wall, a door materialized, revealing the inside of a spacecraft. S1 knew that this is what had been calling him all along. He stepped inside to see a metallic orb miraculously suspended mid-air with glowing symbols etched into it, resembling guild marking all bulls had on their feet. This had to be the creator's craft. S1 reached out and touched the orb, causing it to spin quickly and erupt with a burst of holographic displays. Before him, on multiple screens, images started playing. Images of beings he had never seen before. They were wearing all sorts of strange garments, unique to everyone. S1 sat down and watched the history of humanity unfold before his very eyes. Weeks went by as he learned as much as he could at a pace beyond belief. For reasons unknown, He could absorb and retain information from all holograms at once. The technology was mind-boggling. He watched until suddenly the video changed, and he was staring at a familiar face of a godly-looking being that he had never seen before, and yet couldn't shake the feeling that he knew who it was. And as the footage unraveled, his eyes widened as he watched the creator spark the life of everything he now knew. Mystified and in awe, S1 collected the hologram device, which he dubbed the Genesis Sphere, and took the long journey back to the 4 cities. S1 brought the Genesis Sphere to a high-tech arena and displayed it for all to witness. The arena became a museum, displaying the history of humanity and the origin of their creation. Having been mixed with their creator's DNA, the bulls had a genetic affinity to all that they saw within the old footage. The bulls quickly took to making the clothes, outfits, and uniforms to match what they saw in the videos. They fell in love with the beauty and diversity of the 20th and 21st centuries of humanity. The styles mesmerized them, and most quickly fashioned outfits without any real knowledge as to their primary function. Suddenly, there were bulls wearing pirate outfits, drinking coffee, or lounging with others dressed in police uniforms, chef hats, superhero costumes, and even kingly robes. Bulls wore football gear, headpiece and all, while having breakfast with samurai. Their creativity and love for fashion boomed, and soon all 4 guilds had over half of their population in clothing from various time periods in human history, and it became a show of pride to the point of near religion for a bull to wear new outfits daily, regardless of what they were doing. They let their creativity unfold and mismatched various attires, some sporting bathrobes while also wearing sailors' hats and gold chains. Others carried surfboards while wearing cosplay headgear and creative t-shirts. Not all bulls, however, took to this new craze, and roughly half the population chose to remain closer to their roots, keeping themselves free of clothing. The creator, who walked amongst them, observed them with an odd fascination. Even as there was a split in opinions on clothing, the creator noticed that, unlike humanity, no conflict arose out of it. He had watched many a human fight over lesser matters, but the bulls seemed content with whatever their brothers chose. While the new spark initiated a change in their fashion, that was only a surface-level alteration. The bulls had grown content, and the strive for further progress seemed to vanish. The creator teleported to a lab deep within Creation Mountain and watched as his creations, driven by their programmed DNA, slowly began to fall into a state of fulfillment with no strong drive to advance their civilization. The creator saw an error in his dream. In his striving for a perfect civilization, he had tipped the scales of balance too far into serenity. The truth of the universe was that it needed both chaos and order to survive. One could not exist without the other. The creator realized the error in his ways. Deep change was needed. The emotions the bulls rarely displayed, like anger and rage, were catalysts that evoked transformation. Civilization needed conflict to grow. As he was analyzing the strands of DNA within the bulls, he found that they did have the possibility for conflict, but only when called to protect themselves or those a bull cared about. Therein lied the secret. The bulls were happy with themselves. They were loyal to a fault and had no deep conflicts with their kin. They needed conflict and rivalry. The creator knew what he had to do.
Definitely got chills again. I got chills every time. Something about the music dipping out and it just gets like just the voice.
Just the tone changes.
Like, the intense like music with the ape. That's so dope.
Cool. I'll tell you, it's fun to watch it like that. But if anybody saw this for the first time, definitely go back and watch it. Put some headphones on, turn the volume up, because the bass that you get and that intensity. Oh, it's so cool. So I'm excited, you guys, man. every time I watch that, all I'm thinking about is the apes now. I'm thinking about, oh, what's going to happen? It's going to be so cool.
You know what I was paying attention to is a couple things that there's very specific words for things like, what was it, the Genesis orb? Is that what it was called?
The Genesis orb. Yeah, that's what S1 found in the craft, was the Genesis orb, which was the orb that produced all the information to be able to educate all the bulls on human existence, right? Humankind.
Right. I'm like, man, maybe we need to have an online course called the Genesis Orb. I don't know. Something. Maybe it'll be an event. Who knows?
Yep.
You know, we talked about S1 being revealed, and we haven't seen Red yet. And what always gets lost in the mix is the creator reveal that's eventually coming. You know.
That's true. I mean, we've said it's going to be sometime in the future, and it's one of these bulls. And it makes me wonder how many times he's been sold so far, right? How many times he's been traded? Who's giving him up? It's what's going to be fun is when the creator finally reveals itself and we know what the token ID is. We're going to see a stream of who had him first, where was he at, and people are going to be like, no.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be crazy.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're about to transition into the trivia contest. Am I right? Is that what's about to go down?
So, over in Discord in the trivia channel, if you want to take part, hop over there. We'll give you a minute or so to get over there. But we're going to stay here too. We're going to kind of play along. We'll stream the contest as it's proceeding. But if you want to get over there, now's the time.
Yep. So it'll be in the trivia channel in Discord, right? Is what you said. And if there needs to be a link, our mods will put up a link in general chat, so it'll help you easier. There we go. Monks just posted, man, words are hard tonight. Just posted the trivia link in general. So if you're having a hard time finding it all on that left-hand pane, just click right on that trivia link that Monks just posted.
Cool. And you know what we can even do? We can have Vanessa post in the chat right here in the live chat. She should be able to post a link to Discord as well, just in case anybody's having any sort of a hard time. And that should come from the Bulls and Apes account. So if she's able to do that, cool. Otherwise, you know, everyone else is going to do it, so I'm sure we'll all figure it out.
Yeah, we'll give everybody another 30 seconds or so just to make their way over there and make sure everything works.
Yep, I see in the Discord, Arch is already in there, Capital K's in there, Web3 Manny's in there, Silver Queen's in already, Steve-O's in, man, everybody's jumping in, so that's awesome. You guys are getting ready to get this game started. I'm excited. That's cool.
And this will even be good for later on for the replay, because we're going to go through the whole thing. And then let's kind of give a little bit of a hint towards what's going to happen at the very, very end of our video here. It's something that has to do with a little participation trophy.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about that?
After the quiz, make sure you stick with us, and we'll give you a secret phrase to grab yourself a POAP for the event tonight.
Nice. POAP. That's awesome. So I'm excited about that. Do I get a POAP?
Sure. Go for it.
Excellent. I want to.
You get a POAP. Cool. You get a POAP. I get a POAP. Let's go.
Well, listen, we never do anything without purpose at Bulls and Apes. So grab those POAPs. They may come in useful in the future.
Can I trade in POAPs for a Genesis sphere at some point? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Are POAPs going to sell in the meth corner for meth, right?
Oh my
Maybe.
Yeah, you never know, right? I mean, I think our community is pretty smart with that, and they're finding all kinds of uses for our utility token methane. So
very
good
cool.
on them, right? Good on them.
All right. I feel good about this. Are we about ready to?
We'll give them the go ahead.
Yeah, so we can. I'm gonna swap over to share screen mode like that in a second. So as soon as you're ready with your Discord, if you want to open that up, Chris,
sure.
Then we can kind of monitor the progress, read the questions out loud, and for people that are watching us on the replay, you'll see what you missed out on. Like, you got to be here live so that you can get POAPs and take part in trivia contests and do all the awesome stuff, because this is not going to be a rare thing. We're going to keep doing awesome stuff like this for the community, and I'm excited about it. So,
yep, and there may be a little bit of a delay, just to let our audience know. So what we're seeing in Discord versus what we're talking about on the video, there may be delays. So make sure that you're not listening to us read the question. You're reading the question and answering the question, so you don't miss out on that time. Because a big part of it is how quick you answer, not just the correct answer.
All right. I'm going to swap over to this view.
All right. We're getting close.
They're getting antsy in there.
I know. I'm watching them. Today is a gift. Says, let's go. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
All right, now Chris, I'm not seeing your Discord screen.
Uh,
I can read. How many bulls made up the creator's new society is the first question. That is an interesting one.
It's not
And I
coming
can
up
see if
here?
I'll see if I can pull it up on mine too, but everybody should be paying attention to their Discord, not to us. So-
First question. Yep. So interesting question. All right. Second question's coming in a few seconds. This may be delayed, by the way, if you're watching.
Gary, did you get the first question wrong?
No. I didn't answer it. I'm not playing the game. So I'm just watching. I'm watching along here. I should play the game. You know, darn it. I didn't answer that first question.
You can get a POAP. You can't get a prize, though.
No, I can't get a prize. I figured I'm on the live stream. I should only be doing one thing at a time here, right? My wife says I don't know how to multitask very well. So if I do that, I could screw something up. How many up? So the leaderboard, Web3 Manny is in first place. Awesome, Web3 Manny. Okay, what did the creator do with his final remaining energy after creating the bulls?
So listen to everybody that's playing. If you're playing and watching us, click on the icons that are under the question. Don't type the answer. You got to click those icons for the quiz bot to get your. See a lot of people typing the number to the answer.
Yep. Each bull was born with a marking showing their guild. On what part of their bodies was it? Yeah, what it's doing is that after you click on it, Chris, I think what it's doing is it's then changing and posting what everybody hit. That's interesting. I've never seen this before. So when the question comes up, the answer is there, and then it then puts everybody's answer up, it looks like. That's cool. Yeah, very cool. Zoo Creeping took the lead from Web3 Manny. Question 4, what did each guild build upon leaving the base of the mountain? Very cool question.
Yeah, we got some good ones in here.
Yes, that's a very good question. All right. They grew bright and built blossoming cities was the correct answer. So hope you got that answer. Zoo Creeping is broadening the lead a little bit. Looks like they had about 170 points. Chances in second. AnnieBro.eat is in third. Next question was, what was the process for the teen bulls to reproduce?
I don't think it was holding hands.
No,
I don't think it was that one.
That's great. Holding hands. I don't know. I think my mom said to me one time, if I held a girl's hand, I could get myself in trouble.
My dad told me the same thing.
That's awesome. Yes, merging the DNA. All right, Chance. Chance took the lead. Chance is in first place. And second is Annie Bro. And then Zoo Creeping is in third place. So we got a tight race here, you guys. There's only 400, 500 points amongst the top three. Arts is picking up the tail there in fourth. Come on, Arts. Why were teen bulls born at such an advanced age? They wanted to skip. What is that? They wanted to skip childhood. There you go. Oh, some of us wanted to skip childhood.
No, that's a terrible idea. Stay forever.
No. Yes.
Oh, look at that. And the leads are changing. Zoo Creeping is now in first. Holly Demeter is in second, and Arts has now taken third. Wow.
Here's a question for you, Gary. I don't know if you know this one. How many meth tokens will a God Bull earn per day?
69 the year I was born. Is that right?
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, that was the year I was born. That's got to be the right answer. I'm old. All right, here we go.
Did you get that one right, Gary?
Yeah, I got that one right. That's 20. We know that. I think we've been drilling that into our heads, right? Look at that. Zoo Creeping just took the lead again. Holy cow, we got a switch of leaders. Holly Dementor is in second. Chance is in third. Arch dropped to seventh. Wow. We have got some changing in the lead. This is crazy, you guys.
And even if you don't see yourself on that leaderboard, stick with it, because there's a participation prize we're giving away, and the chance for those POAPs at the end.
Hey, what did Red find when he climbed and entered the mountain of creation? Meth tokens. Oh no, that's not the right answer.
Yeah.
Meth tokens everywhere.
Meth tokens for everyone, right?
Is that where Meth Corner is? The top of the mountain?
Hey,
yeah, it must be.
Yeah, could be. We'll have to ask the guys in the Meth Corner chat if they're in the top of the mountain. Watch, we're gonna see post now. We're at the top of the mountain. All right, what did Red give up? Why did Red give up his earthy form?
I like 4.
Transform into a cute little bunny.
That's good.
That's great. Now we need to have a cute little bunny something, right? In the project.
Yeah, right.
That'd be hilarious.
A 1 of 1.
A 1 of 1 inside joke. Oh my God, that's great. I love it. Joy, big happy smiley face. Oh, Zoo Creeping is staying in first.
Wow.
Holly the Mentor is in second, and Chance is in third, and they are spreading the gap. So, but we still actually only have 300 points between first and third. Less than 300.
Yeah, it's still pretty tight.
Very tight.
And we're only about halfway done. So
yes. How'd the evolution to a god bull occur?
Wow. I like these questions. I like the answers. The potential answers are awesome.
Yes. Makes you think about it. There's a couple trick ones in here too.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
We didn't want to make it too easy.
No, we can't, right? Got to make you work for it a little bit.
Yeah, not for the prizes we're giving away.
1 teen bull flew to Mars. That was one of the answers.
Oh, Chance takes second place. Takes it from Zoo Creeping.
And Holy Dementor went to number 1.
Yes.
Why is 4 always the best answer?
I don't know. Kenny Powers. Mr. Bull. Neo Ape. There you go.
Neo.
We got a shout out for
awesome.
Neo. What was the name of the first Teen Bull? There you go. We should have called him Neo. Yep,
I like Poco in there regulating.
Yeah. Please stop typing the answer. All right, so Holy Dementor first. Chance is second. Zoo Creeping is in third. Still tight though. 500. Actually, it's growing a little bit. 600 between first and third, but first and second is up for grabs, you guys.
Yeah, that is super. That's under 100 difference. That's
crazy.
Close.
Yep. What did S1 find on his journey? Gotham City.
Nice.
Where's Batman at, right?
He found Batman.
That's funny. Question 12. Guys, we're getting close. Holy Dementor and Chance, Globe Detailing History. They're staying close. Oh, nope, it hasn't posted the new scores. Boom. Holy Dementor and Chance. Holy Dementor is taking the lead now big time. We're a couple hundred points, but Chance is still in it.
Yeah, we still got like 7 or 8 questions. There's, it's not over.
That's true. Yep. Dross 44 is bringing up the back at number 10. So hang in there, man. Today's a gift. Unit Dynamite Chops. Dadalorian's in the mix. Arch has moved up 2 places from 7th to 5th. What's missing from society preventing the Bulls' drive for advancement? I agree. Amusement parks. Who wants a library?
Nice.
There we go. Holly Dementor Chance and Zoo Creeping is still hanging in there. Arts, what happened, brother? You dropped down to 10th place, man. Oh, that's brutal.
Throwing in the towel.
Nah, don't throw in the towel. Stay there. But you can drop that many, you can climb that many too. How did Bulls in each of their cities spend their days?
You got a ping pong bowl, don't you, Gary?
Yes, I do. And as a matter of fact, I talked about that. My ping pong team is probably going to be one that I'm going to sacrifice.
I have an OG ping pong bowl with a gold hat too.
There you go.
That's rare. Yeah. That's perfect. Yep. Cool. Holly Dementor is widening the gap. Chance is hanging on, man. Trying 200 points out. Zoo Creeper is about 700 points out from first. A little less.
Wow. This one, I read question 15 right now and immediately thought that I knew the answer, but I was completely not reading the question right.
Yep.
I wonder if that's going to catch anybody right now.
I wonder. Earn per day. Are they earning 420?
Yeah, right. OG
I know.
Bulls.
OG Bulls. All right.
Ooh, look,
Holly
everybody.
Dementor. Yep, Holly Dementor, still a close game, 200 points. And
This one was a
Zookeeper.
tricky one. First time I went through this one, I thought it was a little tricky.
Oh, yes. How long do your Bulls need to remain in your wallet for you to claim your Meth tokens? That is a trick question, and that's going to jam somebody up. Watch.
Yeah.
Let's see what the answer is.
Ooh.
One day. That jammed a bunch of people up.
Yep.
Everybody picked 30 days. Yep.
Let's see how it affects the leaderboard.
Yep.
Ooh,
that was a good
there it
trick
is.
question.
Ooh. Look at that. Dadalorian's on the come up.
Yeah,
Dadalorian at third place. All from answering the question correctly.
And Poco laughs.
Wow. Great, Dadalorian. Way to scoop that one up, brother.
All right. This one's about the creator.
So this is a trick question. They're getting harder. You guys did this well, man. Easy questions at the beginning, and we're getting difficult towards the end. Good one.
Top three staying the same.
Yes. But look at the gap between third and first. It's only 400 points. 400 points. 399 points. Great question. Something that's not the lore. This is going to make
Nike. That's rad.
That's awesome.
Good thing it wasn't Blockbuster.
Yeah, right.
None of us would be here.
Just do it. Joy. That's funny.
Good choice. Funny. Awesome question.
All right, everybody got that. That's right.
There you go.
That's a good one too.
The thinkers of the society seek to answer.
It's clearly 4 again.
4 is the best.
The pineapple one. No, pineapple does not belong on pizza. I'm going to make enemies with that statement, but we don't put pineapple on pizza. Come on, you guys. Pepperoni only.
Right. And this is this 20? This question?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we got 1 or 2 left.
The Team Bulls.
We're getting close to the finish line here.
It was comprised of methane tokens. Marcellus Wallace's soul.
Oh my God, that's a rad answer.
That is funny.
Oh man.
I'm gonna take credit for that one, guys.
There you go. Well done. Well played, sir.
Yes. Uh-oh, we have a little bit of movement there.
What do we got?
Holly Dementor is hanging in there, man. Chance, second place, and Dadalorian is still holding on to third with a pretty comfortable lead of third.
Nice. That was all. That's what Poco says.
Ivan Drago. Now, I wonder how many people in our community are going to know who Ivan Drago is, right? That's the question. That should be the next quiz. Who's Ivan Drago? Hey!
There he is.
I will break you.
I will break you. That was awesome. Oh, Dadalorian first.
No way. This
Dude,
guy.
Holy
That's
cow.
an upset. Look at that.
This one's a little tricky too.
This is tricky. A flat tire in Manny's car. Well, if we know Manny, then yeah, he was definitely helping him with that flat tire.
Nice.
All right,
Ooh, yeah, who knows this? Who's been paying
this
attention?
is
Ooh, look at that. Dadalorian just coming in hard.
Let's see. This is going to be an boom. And the final list. Oh, where are we at? I lost it.
I lost it too.
Dadalorian got it. Dadalorian first.
Dadalorian came in for the kill.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Chance
closed well.
You guys, that was fun, man. And that was exciting because there was no clear winner in the very beginning. And it literally went up to the second to last question before we had a winner. And Dadalorian pulled it out.
That was crazy. And
That was awesome.
Dadalorian also was one of the few that I reached out to and said, I need you to make me a video specifically talking about your trait group. And my guy came through. He did it. So Dadalorian,
Way to go, brother.
you're crushing today. Well done.
Everybody that won prizes, give us 24, 48 hours and we'll get them out to you. We also have to pick. So we're going to pick the random prize tomorrow. We'll put it through the generator and we'll pick out the random prize tomorrow. So we'll get those all out tomorrow or Sunday. But we also have to give you guys the secret phrase for the POAPs, which is apes are coming.
Nice. Apes are coming. And yes, they are, you guys. The apes are coming and they're going to be bad. You know what? Oh, I'm excited for the apes.
Yep.
It's going to be cool.
I got chills again. I mean, it was when it showed that ape, I was just like, oh my gosh. It's Bulls and Apes Project. And somehow it's easy to forget about the fact that the apes are coming. So that's super dope.
But they're going to come and they're going to make their presence known. I'm sure of it. Not only in our lore, but in the crypto space, in the NFT space, they're going to make their presence known.
That's right.
Yep.
Well, this was super cool. And honestly, if you are watching this, if you missed this and this is a replay, comment below in the video. I watched the replay. And if you're watching this live, come back after the fact and make sure that you leave some comments. What were your favorite parts? What was your favorite part of the lore itself? And what are you excited about with these apes? What do you think it might bring? Answer any of those questions in the comments below, and we'll talk about that and feature some more of these comments as we keep going through all this stuff. Super cool.
Super cool. And thanks, guys. I had a blast. I loved it. And I'm going to go watch.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm going to go watch it again. I'm going to put my headphones and watch it again.
Nice. Definitely go watch this with some good headphones, everybody. And have a very safe Friday night. We're going to get to it. And those of you who are in the future, so you're watching this from other parts of the world, thank you for being up in the morning, I guess, is what time it is for you guys. So have a good weekend, you guys as well, and we'll see you back on more live streams coming up soon. Okay?
Later.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys. Take care.